As for the first prompt, I do think that media has an impact on human development. Because, for example, when I watch a TV show or when I read a book, I tend to imagine myself in the position of a relatable character. And when that character overcomes his fears or difficult challenges, or I don't know, any aspect about life, I overcome it too, since I am that character, in some sense. So I do think that media helps me develop myself and it helps me grow up. Also, if I, for example, watched the Discovery Channel or I read the newspaper, um my mind would be even more developed. So I do think media has an impact on human development. Scott's article talked a little bit about how he argumented about how people ages 30 to 44 years old are preventing society from growing up, and they're an example of how adulthood is being dead just because they watch a lot of TV shows and movies and rent books that are about fictional situations in which characters avoid responsibilities and and fictional stories where there's a lot of freedom. I don't think that's a valid argument because since people are ages 30 to 44 years old, they're clearly adults, so they do know what is right and what is wrong, and they are already fully developed. If I were an adult and I am very tired from work heading home, the only thing that I would want to do besides taking care of my children and eating something would be to lay in my bed and read a good book or watch a TV program that interests me, and it doesn't have to be a serious program or book just because I am an adult and I have to be boring. It would be the opposite. It would be something funny and something that, yeah, it could be a character avoiding responsibilities, and it's just for the fun of it because it would help me release the stress of my day, not because it would prevent me from growing up or because a 33-year-old would be beginning to avoid responsibilities just because a character did so. He is a grown up and he clearly knows how to do well in life and what to do in life. As for the second question, I was not convinced that a decline of masculinity is due to the death of adulthood. I actually think that it's due to time and modern conventions. Nowadays, there's much more gender equality, and I don't think that the thing is that masculinity is decreasing, but that the female role in society is increasing. So it looks like it's decreasing, but actually, it's just because the female role is getting ahead.